News, views, voices of the global Indian community. India abroad.
Yeah, I mean, this was amazing celebration of White House ANHPI Heritage Month in the Rose Garden. The best part was that as I walked into the White House, I was greeted with the musicians playing "Saare Jahan Se Acha Hindustan Hamara." I mean, that was one of the most, I felt so good, and it was a moment of so pride that the White House. Sare Jahan Se Acha, I started singing with them, and then I requested them to play it once more, and they did. And they did say that they're playing it for the second time. They played it when Prime Minister Modi visited, and today they're playing. So it's lovely that Sare Jahan Se Acha Hindustan Hamara being played in the White House today. I think U.S.-India relationship is one of the most strongest relationship. As President Biden has said that India is one of the most consequential partner and India partnership is growing. I was talking to Ambassador Thai today, who is a U.S. trade representative, and so I was talking, how are you looking, India as a trade partner, and with right now trying to balance with China. They're saying definitely we are looking at more new partners and trying to balance China, of course. And I asked her, would India be a future hub for semiconductor manufacturing and something which definitely is part of Commerce Department, not her area. But India-US relationship is growing at all stages, from people to people. Over 4.4 million Indian Americans are the backbone of this relationship. And then it's also growing, business to business and government to government. We saw with the Prime Minister Modi coming, signing up with the new defense agreements, and a lot more is growing. The trade is going to grow more. And so I think both Prime Minister Modi and Vice President Biden have been doing a great job in expanding the US-India relationship. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year when I was here, there were Golgappa and Pani Puri, and this year too, I was looking for them, and then suddenly one of the servers she brought in the Pani Puri Golgappa, and that was amazing. The taste was tingy and a little spicy, perfect. I mean, so I met the head of the White House culinary, Chris. And she said that, I asked her, did you make the Golgappas in-house? They said, yeah, we made everything in the White House. There was another Indian item, khoya. It was like sweet and made of khoya, and they were calling it khoya, so that was wonderful. So it's good to see in the ANHPI Heritage Month celebration, representation of all the Asian American communities, food and delicacies, and especially for Indian American, Golgappa and khoya, and then Sare Jahan Se Acha Hindustan Hamara. I mean, look at that. That's the White House sending the message that India-US relationship is one of the most important relationships, and that relationship grows with the music, Sare Jahan Se Acha Hindustan Hamara, food, Golgappa and khoya, and so much more, and of course people to people and things. So I think a lot of U.S. administration officials, whether it's the people from the State Department or from the White House, they've traveled to India many times, and I'm sure their counterparts there over, they say, out of all the street foods, you need to try Golgappa. And I'm sure they have stopped somewhere, taken them on the roadside or whichever on the five-star hotels, and after they have tested it out, they said, oh, we must serve this in the White House. So I'm sure that's exchanges are coming up, and that's where we have seen Golgappa at the Diwali party in the State Department. We see it so many places now.
Vice President's residence.
Yeah, Vice President's house and so many things. Yeah.
Even the street food we have seen from California restaurants to Atlanta, Chicago.
Absolutely. I mean, I think this is the most inclusive White House. President Biden and Vice President Harris is trying to include as much as possible from diverse cultures. I think Vice President Harris celebrated, with the theme of market, where there were like food stalls from different cuisines, and so that was a celebration of diversity and inclusion. And as we see, the Asian Americans and the Indian Americans are prominently in the administration. Today, Acting Secretary Julie Su, who is an API Ambassador Catherine Sai, and Neera Tandon, one of the highest ranking Indian American in the administration. So there are so many, I mean, who are now, as Neera Tandon was saying, that initially in many years back there used to be like few people who would be the administration. Now you do not find enough room in the White House to fit everybody together. So that's how he speaks. I mean, how President Biden and Vice President Harris has been including all the diversity and diverse groups. I mean.